Yo, what is up, fam? It's your boy Legend, and I am back with another video. What if Naruto was chosen as Earthrealms champion? If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you hit this like button. Subscribe while you at it. The like goal is going to be, let's see if we can get 10 likes for the video, but the like goal is going to be 6, but 10 likes would be great. You already know what my sub, actually, we didn't hit the sub goal. We was only like 3 subs off. But let's see if we could get, I don't know, 50 to 100 subs by the end of this month. But without further ado, let's just get into this intro so we can start this what if. 6 days had passed since Naruto Uzumaki fought Geras. In that short but intense time, he had undergone a transformation. One, not just of the body but of the spirit. The countless training sessions under Liu Kang had hardened his instincts, refined his hybrid fighting style, and elevated his understanding of both chakra and chi. But the most profound change came the day before, when Liu Kang had presented him with the amulet, the relic, the Yin-Yang relic infused with a portion of Liu Kang's own essence. The moment Naruto accepted it, the amulet dissolved into pure light and surged into him, a swirl of red and blue energy cascading through his body like twin rivers. His eyes, once sky blue, now glowed a faint but persistent violet, a hue that shimmered like distant lightning across the stormy horizon. Red and blue steam now constantly rose from his skin in curling tendrils, giving his body a ghostly, almost divine aura. His chakra and chi had begun to fuse, harmonizing in a way even Liu Kang hadn't fully predicted. Now, Naruto stood beside Liu Kang at the edge of the training courtyard, joined by Johnny Cage, Raiden, Kung Lao, and Kenshi. The group gathered before a shimmering portal that pulsed with radiant energy. Johnny, of course, had his phone out. Okay, everybody looks cool. This is gonna kill on Insta. He grinned, filming the flickering gateway of swirling gold and silver light. First time in Outworld. God, I hope they have Wi-Fi. Liu Kang gave him a sidelong glance. They do not. Damn, Johnny muttered, but didn't stop recording. The rift opened with a sudden whoosh of compressed air. The air opened, then warping and shimmering. One by one, the group stepped through. The transition felt like walking through the surface of a lake, cool and silent, before being expelled into a whole new world, Outworld. Even Naruto, who had seen some of the strangest corners of his own dimension, was caught off guard. The skies overhead were a deep violet gray, streaked with gold clouds and moved like slow tides. The buildings were massive, elegant towers of black stone and glowing crystal, sculpted with inhuman precision and style. Strange beasts prowled the skies, winged serpents and horned creatures that moved with grace, yet exuded danger. The air itself was heavier, rich with unfamiliar energy, and everything was vibrant, alive, dangerous, beautiful. Naruto didn't even realize he had stopped walking until Liu Kang gently nudged his arm. They weren't alone. Before them, a formation of 20 women stood in uniform, precision, dressed in ornate armor with silver shields strapped to their backs. At the head of the formation stood 2 striking figures. One wore regal violet, with her mouth hidden behind a veil, eyes gleaming with cunning. The other was dressed in deep blue, bearing calm but with a sharpness in her gaze that Naruto could feel from meters away. Before Naruto could even fully take in the sight of them, Liu Kang spoke. Princess Mileena, Katana. Both women gave shallow bows. Mileena stepped forward, voice elegant yet firm. Lord Liu Kang, welcome back to Outworld. Liu Kang nodded, offering a bow of his own. Thank you, Princess Mileena. Mileena turned slightly, gesturing to her sister. You remember my sister? Of course, Liu Kang said. Princess Katana. Then he motioned to the group beside him. May I introduce Johnny Cage, Kung Lao, Kenshi Takahashi, Raiden, and Earthrealms champion, Naruto Uzumaki. Naruto finally broke his awestruck silence. Man, this place is wild. Katana cleared her throat, pulling his attention toward her. I hope you're prepared, Naruto Uzumaki. Our champions are determined to win. Mileena finished for her sister, eyes gleaming. None more so than me. It's been too long since Outworld has tasted victory. Before Naruto could respond, another woman approached. Her skin was a deep brown, her gold eyes piercing. Her voice carried authority. Princess Mileena, Empress Sindel is waiting. Mileena turned to her. Thank you, Tanya. She looked back to Liu Kang. Come, the Empress awaits. Carriages, sleek, obsidian-crafted vehicles, drawn by scaled beasts, waited at the end of the road. Naruto was seated in the same carriage as Mileena. As they rode through the city, he pressed his face out the window, eyes darting everywhere. Massive statues, markets with glowing fruits, and a blacksmith shaping armor with glowing hammers. Every scene was vibrant and intense. He even saw people with 4 arms lifting weights and playing the drums. Then came a whistle. The carriage halted. Naruto leaned forward as Mileena exited swiftly, her movements sharp and furious. She walked up to a woman standing at the corner, speaking in hushed tones, but Naruto heard everything. His shinobi senses locked on to the conversation. First Constable, our route was supposed to be clear. This couldn't wait? The first constable turned, dreading the conversation that was taking place. Should I allow Tarkatans to infect the city, Your Highness? Those arrested were harboring some here, rather than report them for quarantine. Mileena, however, wasn't using proper judgment, nor didn't care what answer was given. The Earthrealmers cannot be privy to our secrets, Li Mei. As Sundo's first constable, you must show better judgment. Perhaps that's too much to expect. Mileena then walked away, leaving Li Mei looking as though she wanted to say something to defend herself, but couldn't. Naruto, however, got angry. After seeing this, he didn't like it. He didn't like bullying. He knew that if Mileena were not royalty, she may have gotten punched in the face for that comment. Naruto slowly started to squeeze the armrest of the carriage in anger. Raiden saw this and let out a sigh, telling Naruto how Li Mei used to lead the Umgadi, the palace guards, and how it was on her watch that the princess's father was murdered. This only angered Naruto more. Just because someone died on her watch didn't mean that it was her fault. The scene changed. The tournament palace. Naruto was standing around in a small group consisting of himself, Raiden, Johnny, and Kung Lao. He then noticed an extremely tall and jacked man adorned in curved horns and dressed with armor push his way through a crowd, making his way toward them. Johnny also took notice of him. Red alert! Incoming stock villain. Naruto looked at the movie star with a straight face. Johnny, shut the fuck up. Liu Kang turned and saw who it was that was approaching. General Shao. Do not let him goad you. Once General Shao was a few feet away, he stopped and laughed before speaking in a deep and gravelly voice. "Is it me? Or is Earthrealms champion scrawnier than usual?" Naruto looked the general up and down, and then shook his head. "This is coming from the one who clearly relies on size and bulk. While you were walking over here, you left yourself so open. It's pathetic. If I wanted, I could have killed you 6 times over." General Shao looked at Naruto and then took a step back. "Liu Kang, your champion. You didn't. You gave him some of your power." "I indeed did. He earned it." The general then laughed. "Well, I guess he was too frail to fight us without your power." Liu Kang was tired of talking with the general, so he put him back in his place. "You presume him frail, General. Should you, given how frequently we win this tournament?" This angered Shao as he spoke. "We will destroy your champion. He will taste no victory." He then walked away as everyone looked at his retreating form. Time skip. Half an hour later, Naruto was standing on the sidelines with his group and all the other onlookers who would be watching the tournament. Nobody was talking at the moment. However, it wasn't quiet. There were people in the background playing drums and some other musical instruments as everyone watched Mileena, Katana, and who Naruto assumed to be their mother walk down the velvet purple carpet all the way to the 3 thrones that were stationed at the far end. When the 3 finally took their seats, the woman dressed in purple with black and white hair spoke. "Welcome, members of the royal house. Welcome, our esteemed Earthrealm guests. We gather once again to honor my late husband's legacy, to continue the tournament that he founded with Lord Liu Kang in hopes that it would foster peace among realms. May Geras' soul watch over us with pride from its resting place in the living forest." Liu Kang then walked forward in front of the woman who just finished speaking, causing her to look down at him. "Lord Liu Kang, Empress Sindel, it pleases me to once again be your guest." Naruto then leaned over to Johnny and whispered into his ear, "Why do I get the feeling that he's trying to crack that?" Johnny shrugged. "'Cause he is?" Sindel then answered Liu Kang, telling him that he was always welcome here in Outworld. She then asked, or more like politely demanded, to meet his champion, and Johnny slapped Naruto on the back hard. "You're up, brother." Liu Kang then spoke as Naruto stepped forward. "Earthrealms champion is Naruto Uzumaki, your majesty." Sindel looked at Naruto and squeezed the armrest of her throne before relaxing. "Are you a descendant of Liu Kang, young man?" Naruto looked at Liu Kang and then back at Sindel. "Nah, I barely met him 2 weeks ago. He came after I beat the crap out of a guy who thought he was a god." Sindel thought Naruto was joking, but as she looked at him more, she realized that he was serious. However, Naruto only said that because he was trying to sound cool. He saw that first constable woman as he walked up to Sindel, and he wanted her to notice him. Sindel then stood as she spread her arm. "It has begun. As tradition requires, Outworld's initial competitor will be Sindel's first constable, Li Mei. May she defend our realm's glory as well as she preserves our capital's order." When Naruto heard who he would be fighting, his head dropped and his shoulders slumped in disappointment. "You've got to be kidding me." Li Mei was already in front of Sindel when Naruto said and done this, which meant that she was at most 10 feet away from Naruto. So she saw and heard what Naruto said, and even though she paid it no mind, Sindel did. "You seem disappointed, young man." Naruto looked up, still looking disappointed. "You can say that. It's, A pink hue then dusted his cheeks. "I'd rather not say at the moment." However, Liu Kang knew why Naruto had that reaction, and it made him smirk. Li Mei then turned and spoke up to Sindel. "Your Majesty, I will honor both the royal house and all of Outworld with my combat." Sindel put a hand on her shoulder as she finished speaking. "If so, you will drastically exceed my expectations. Remember, if it were not for Geras tradition, you would not be here." Hearing this made Naruto's mouth drop. Was everyone just gonna shit on her for something that was out of her control? Like, damn, he felt bad for her. He almost wanted to just let her win, just so people would stop treating her the same way he was treated. Naruto slowly started to stretch his legs and arms as Liu Kang walked back to the sidelines, and Li Mei walked in front of him. "Shall we see what you can do?" Naruto finished stretching his side. "I guess. I'd be more eager if I weren't fighting you, though." Li Mei didn't know nor care what he meant by that. "You talk a lot, Earthrealmer." The fight then started, and Li Mei blitzed Naruto with decent speed. However, Naruto opted to just watch and just dodge. She went for a little sweep before firing off some type of pink blast at him. Naruto bat the thing away, and it burned his hand as smoke came from it. Naruto looked up to see a pink lantern floating towards him. He rolled his eyes at the slow attack. He simply stepped around it before Li Mei assaulted him with a flurry of punches, as Naruto had to block. She then did a vertical wheel kick, breaking his block, causing Naruto to grin. He inadvertently got a good look at her thighs, and they were nice, nicer than Sakura's. Naruto then decided to go on the offense, and he was quickly disappointed. He threw a simple punch. Li Mei blocked it, but she blocked it the complete wrong way. He didn't even know what the hell he was looking at. Her arms were in a T position when she blocked it. Who blocks like that? No way she was serious. It bothered Naruto so much that he stopped fighting, grabbed Li Mei by the wrists, and put her arms in the proper blocking position. Li Mei didn't know what he was doing, so she was confused and she couldn't even fight back. Mileena and Katana both facepalmed as they saw this. Naruto held on to Li Mei's wrists as he threw fake punches, showing her how to block, as her arms were forced into the correct position. You block like this. You want to keep your hands here. Li Mei blinked before her face turned pink in embarrassment. Naruto then let go and chopped her in the side of the neck, knocking her out. Naruto then turned to Sindel as she crossed her legs. "My compliments, Naruto, on a well-fought match. We'll see how you fare in the next. General Shao, whom have you chosen as our next competitor?" General Shao took a step forward as he spoke. "Your Majesty, I have chosen Reiko, my second in command. As a boy, Reiko was orphaned during the Kafala War. Though captured, his spirit remained unbroken. He scratched, clawed, and survived." Naruto cut the general off. "We don't care. Can we just start the damn fight already? Us Earthrealmers don't need to know who he is." Sindel nodded, saying that Naruto was right, causing the general to growl. The fight started, and Naruto had his hands on his chin, already standing still. He wanted to make this guy look weaker than Li Mei so people wouldn't make fun of her. He then got an idea. Since he was already standing still, it didn't take him all but 4 seconds to enter Sage Mode. He then proceeded to just stand there as Reiko attacked him with all his weird techniques. And to add insult to injury, when he threw some weird red shuriken at Naruto, he snatched them out the air and started to examine them right in front of them. He even examined them next to his own shuriken that he pulled from his ninja pouch. This action made Mileena laugh. Naruto then looked up at Reiko. Let me show you how to throw these. Learn from an actual shinobi. Naruto threw both of the shuriken, and they embedded deep into the chest past his armor, knocking him out of the fight. Naruto then turned to Sindel as he released the Sage Mode. Who else am I fighting today, Empress? Sindel took a breath before speaking. No more fights today. We will continue tomorrow. But today we will continue with the festives of the day. Time skip. Later that night, Naruto sat at the table with everyone from both Earthrealm and Outworld. There was an abundance of food on said table, but Naruto wasn't really interested in any of it, so he just picked over his half-eaten meal. Johnny, however, was flirting with Princess Katana, who was sitting directly across from him. 10,000 years old? Talk about aging gracefully. Katana smiled at the comment, liking the attention that she was getting. Naruto sighed, and because he was sitting right next to Empress Sindel, she placed a hand on his arm. Is there something wrong, Naruto? Is the food not to your liking? Naruto looked at her, surprised she was addressing him. No, everything's fine, Naruto looked up, then saw Li Mei acting as a guard at the dinner that they were having. However, she was at the far corner of the area. Naruto quickly stood. I'm gonna go borrow your first constable. Naruto quickly walked away as Sindel watched him with a raised eyebrow. Naruto came up to Li Mei, startling her. Hey, can I, get to know you and spend time with you? Li Mei looked at him for a few seconds before answering. No. Naruto wasn't going to take a no for an answer. Come on, just 5 minutes, please. Li Mei glared at Naruto. If you haven't noticed, I have work that needs to be done. Naruto sighed. Come on, I already told Sindel that I was going to be with you. Naruto then made a clone as it transformed into her. If it makes you feel any better, my clone can take your place. Li Mei looked on in shock as she saw the exact replica of herself. She knew that Naruto wasn't going to leave her alone, so she just decided to go along with him. But guys, I'm going to end it off right there. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe while you're at it. As you guys can clearly see, I redid the power scaling in, Mortal Kombat. Let me break it down for you. The people that are supposed to be strong in OP are strong in OP, and the people that are supposed to be intermediate level are at that level, and the people that are just supposed to be straight ass are straight ass. Let me break it down for you even more. People like Liu Kang, Sindel, not Quan Chi, Ermac, and I forgot his name. Not Shao Kahn. Shang Tsung. People like that, they're supposed to be like almost at the top of the top. So they're like, that's where like Naruto sits. Then people like Shao Kahn, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, I almost said Frost, Sub-Zero, Smoke, people like that, they sit literally like a tier below them. Geras is in that tier as well. And then people like Li Mei, Johnny Cage, and all of those people, they sit in the tier below Geras and all of them. So that's basically how the power scaling is kind of working right now. I don't really do Mortal Kombat like that, so I'm still working on a power scaling, but I'm thinking that's how I'm going to keep the power scaling, because in reality, if you're like a leader of that type, or like a keeper of time or something, or in a position like Liu Kang is, I feel like you should have like that type of power. But anyway, I'm out, and I will see you guys in the next video. Stay blessed, y'all.